Imagine a society where you don't have to worry about traffic jams and you have proof to show any of your third-party vendors that you need to pay, that you have the right data to show that you were at from point A to point B. You can have all of these benefits by having ConVe 2.0. My team and I who developed this application want to share our journey of how we developed this application. And by listening, you can take these ideas in this presentation in your own future hackathons or future endeavors. We will describe ConVe 2.0 and show our code of how our current progress in this application. ConVe stands for Connected Vehicle 2.0. Since the connected vehicle market has a high, strong market potential, it's important that it brings up great opportunities to create autonomous vehicles, but also technological challenges as well. The goal is to develop this network where anyone can interact in a trustless and secure fashion. We have team members located across the world, and although we had some trying to work out with different time zone issues, it was a great opportunity to learn how to work together regardless of where location we are. And since we're located across the world, it was a great opportunity to learn how to work together in a global environment. And we also got to learn about each other's cultures as well, which made the team closer together. What we notice in our architecture car solutions is that we want to address these challenges where there's a huge demand where it's important that the data must be secure and untampered, because if it's tampered, it decreases consumer trust in this data and they will use less of the vehicles. But as we're developing these autonomous vehicles, that it's important that we have to make sure that we develop this blockchain application to protect everyone's data whenever they use these vehicles to travel from point A to point B. Since we have solutions, we decided to build a dashboard where it has a blockchain application that records different car routes and payments, so then the user can have proof that they traveled from point A to point B and deserve to have that right type of cost, and prove that they have paid that payment. And we have listed the different applications that we're going to use for these building blocks. And what we did in our first stage was doing research and analysis to identify what are the important ideas needed. And we were going to develop a green token to offset carbon emissions for eco-friendly driving, and critical event logs to make sure that everyone is traveling for properly and getting the right payments. In future stages, after this hackathon, hopefully we can plan to develop more sophisticated smart contracts and use wireless technologies for communication between vehicles, such as the small IoT devices to record vehicle routes and information. And we developed this basic timeline of how we're going to develop this blockchain. And although we were mostly focused on the planning stage, we focused on trying to make sure that we get the right type of product, and we decided to have a short demo, but instead we were going to show you the code to our application. We mainly focus on the front end of our application, and our biggest challenge was trying to merge the blockchain with the front application. Although we weren't able to have enough time to create this and merge it with the blockchain, it gave us a lot of important lessons where it's vital to have clear communication constantly, and to just simply do it, because although it seems scary doing a virtual hackathon, just doing it will help keep the progress going in developing this application. And we would like to thank you for our time.